Anytime I think about Rumensin, the first thing that comes to mind is cocci control. So that's for all stages of production. I think cocci control is the first thing you have to talk about. Rumensin is a more potent controller of cocci, or it can be used to prevent cocci about 1/3 the dose compared to Bovatec. If you look at the dose per pound of body weight, so cocci is number one. A lot of times when we're starting calves on feed and the diet consumption is low, you get a better control of cocci with Rumensin. So it's a great tool for controlling cocci. As a consultant nutritionist, I certainly got it started in herds that way. So big believer in cocci control. The second thing would be when you're talking about stockers, 100 days of grazing, you're going to get 20 pounds of a gain. And I think that's the second benefit of using Rumensin is you get an extra 20 pounds over a 100-day grazing period. So that's number two. The other thing is we have free choice minerals that are available. If you look at consumption of those minerals compared to Bovatec and competitors, you get about one-third of the consumption of a Rumensin mineral, but you get an improvement in performance, so they do better on less. So you're going to get about 1/3 the dose, you get improvement in average daily gain. So some studies would show an equal gain, some studies would show an improvement in gain. And that equated to about, in one study in Oklahoma, about a $21 improvement per head in return, compared to about a $3 improvement in Bovatec. So you do more with less, you get an improvement in gain, and they consume less mineral. In the cow-calf producer, again, I'm first considered cocci. I think that's the key. A lot of producers will use Rumensin to clean up their herds at calving, around calving time and after calving. So great tool there to control cocci in your herd. I think the other thing would be improvement in feed efficiency. So you can improve feed efficiency by 5 to 10% by using Rumensin in a cow-calf herd. Heifers, you're going to get improvement in average daily gain. We know there's a link between nutrition and reproduction, so those heifers are going to start cycling earlier, mainly due to an improvement in body weight. And we know that if the earlier you get those heifers cycling and bred in your herd, the longer they're going to be in your herd. So their lifetime productivity is related to that. So that's an important measurement as far as the production of that heifer. There was a study that was done that compared at Kansas that compared using Oreomycin and Bovatec compared to Rumensin. If you look at that study, calves consume less mineral, so it was a free choice mineral stocker calves. They consume less mineral, about half the dose of Bovatec, but they did better, had an improvement in average daily gain compared to Bovatec. So consume less, improvement. Rumensin is the only ionophore you can use in a mature cow. Bovatec isn't approved. One of the misconceptions out there is that feeding CTC, pulse and CTC, a lot of people are addicted to that and controlling respiratory disease. However, if you look at the minimal inhibitory concentration in the lung of the drug, CTC doesn't get high enough to control respiratory disease. It's about 1/4 of, or less than 1/4 of the dose that's required. So you're not controlling respiratory disease, and so you use an inferior ionophore so you can use a drug that doesn't help with respiratory. If you're interested in more information on using Rumensin in your herd, please reach out to your sales rep or your technical consultant. We're here to help you and look forward to working with you and finding ways that Rumensin can help your production.